What's up, Cloud Gamers? Welcome back to the Cloud Gaming Extreme channel. We're taking a look at Starfield running here on Xbox Cloud Gaming. This landed basically right at the time it hit Game Pass, so we wanted to jump in, take a look, and see how we're performing here for picture quality and input latency. We were using the Edge browser this time. I normally would use the Xbox app on the PC, but it hit browser first, so I jumped in here, and actually performance was pretty good for Starfield on the browser. I was fairly impressed with how good it felt for latency and picture quality. As far as the display settings, there's not a lot of options. Film grain, motion blur, depth of field, turn those on or off as you please. For testing, everything is turned off there. And I will say, when it comes to the image quality for Starfield here, it certainly is better than a lot of other games I've tested. Now, Gears of War 5 is one I've always said I thought looked and ran great on Xbox Cloud, but it also runs at 60 FPS. Starfield runs at 30 FPS, even on local, and I have been playing it on my console with the Series X and S a lot. But I will say it feels very consistent and decent here on Xbox Cloud Gaming, and the picture quality is pretty good. You do have your typical issues when it comes to Xbox Cloud Gaming at this 1080p 60 and some of the bitrate stuff and pixelation and different things, but input latency felt great throughout the game, which is something I do want to talk about a little bit. So space combat or on the ground or whatever the case, especially out in space here, where for the most part flying and combat has been, kind of slow paced but really fun. I do enjoy the space combat, but it bodes well for the cloud. The 30 FPS out here doesn't feel too bad. Input latency feels decent, and I never had any trouble in my 2 to 3 hours of just playing on Xbox Cloud and testing it out. And when it came to on the ground as well, with guns instead of the spaceship, I hate to say it felt snappy, but it actually did feel pretty snappy on Xbox Cloud Gaming. The input latency for this particular game felt a good bit better than a lot of the other games I've tried. I could even aim pretty decently without a lot of wobble and trouble, at least even staying on target at all. It felt pretty decent here. I was actually surprised, and I know for cloud it's going to vary depending on your connection, your distance from the servers, your own home network, the device you're using. There are a lot of variables, but in my time spent here so far, I was actually pretty impressed with how good it felt to play Starfield here on Xbox Cloud Gaming compared to a lot of my past experiences. Now, when you get into some of the darker areas, you're going to see some more of that banding or more clear separation between the blacks and that type of thing. Kind of typical for Xbox Cloud Gaming and the compression and that type of thing. But nothing too bad or that kept changing a lot as I moved around in the game. It just stayed pretty consistent, didn't pull me out of the environment or make me enjoy the game any less, but it certainly does have those typical cloud issues when it comes to the image quality. It's certainly not anything near local, and the input latency wasn't, of course, near local either, but it felt very good to play, and I was surprised with how decent Starfield ran for me here on Xbox Cloud Gaming. But that's the thing, cloud gaming, not just Xbox Cloud Gaming, can really vary and run different for different people due to all those different things we've talked about with distance and connection and home setup and all that type of thing. But for me, I've always been lucky to have a great connection here since they did an upgrade to the service with the Xbox Series X blades, and Starfield here was running great. But let us know your experience down in the comments below if you've tried this out or other games and how they're performing for you. All right, guys, thanks a lot for coming and check out the video. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one.